First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. To return, it's Brandon Powell. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Linebacker Isaiah McDuffie ends the play there. They face 2nd down and 7. They run it once more with Jones. And nothing doing on that run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early 3rd down coming up. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Here's 3rd and 7. Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground, this is the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. A 2nd down throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Vikings offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in third and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And that'll set up fourth down.
Well, I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first two drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their third series to see if they can make it happen.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Packers offense ready to take over for their second possession. They were 3-and-out first time around. They'll begin anew here in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A good play action with Love. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
We'll go right back to Musgrave. He's got it again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
A quick slant, roped in by Watson.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. On play action, Love. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game.
Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That one into the hands of Jefferson.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
15-yard pickup there. 1st down, Minnesota.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, and I don't think it's going to be his last. A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Nice job there by T.J. Hawkinson to pick up a fresh set of downs. And remember, Mike, he suffered that knee injury late last season, so it's just nice to see him back out onto the field. Since he's arrived via trade from Detroit to Minnesota, his production has skyrocketed. If he can find that form again post-injury, he's one of the better weapons at the position in the league.
Now Darnold. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's going to be caught. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. On 4th down, on comes the rookie, Will Reichard, to try this Viking field goal. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Reichert had the field goal a moment ago. He's back out now to kick this one away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. The veteran safety, Harrison Smith, there on the stop. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Jacobs, 1st down and more. Josh Jacobs. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Xavier McKinney, the one who brings him down. Second and 7. Again, it's Jones. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Throwing, Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
Here's Ryan Wright now as he is on to punt for Minnesota. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Packers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
We are through one. It's the Packers on top. And we're back Lambeau Field in just a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Willis. Now he'll run it.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Trying for the old school coffin corner. That's pretty close out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the 5-yard line. Well done. The Vikings offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. To the middle of the field. Taken in by Addison. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. They'll go play action with Darnold. He'll let it go deep left sideline. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. To throw again is Darnold. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. First and 10. Up the middle, here's Jones. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll send him over to the left. On play action, here's Darnold. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. To the outside, it's looked in by Addison.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system, and all these early sacks. Yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
He'll look underneath here for Jones. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Darnold to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Darnold to the air once more. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Here's Darnold again. He'll try and and he's in! Sam Darnold. Touchdown, Minnesota. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Packers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now, Jacobs. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. They'll set up the screen to Wilson. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes along.
That one good for 26 yards.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Oh, and that one is intercepted by Stephon Gilmore. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6. In motion, it's Jefferson. Running left, it's Jones. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. On the handoff, Jones. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. They try and run for the first down with Jones. Here's their punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Packers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw, here's Willis. This is taken in by Dobbs. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Throwing, Willis fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. A gain there of 11. First down, Packers. Willis to throw. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Here's Willis. And that is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. Third down coming up.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. Willis. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Now a signal, timeout called, 9 seconds left to play in this first half. Now they operate from back at the 9, and it's third down and goal. Willis now to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The visitors' offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. Darnold. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with first and 10. The man in motion is Watson. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
He'll try to run for it. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back, but instead you let the quarterback get loose, he picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
They'll run with Jacobs. Oh, he coughs up the football. The Vikings have got it. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. On the give, it's Jones. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Now a handoff. Jones. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Penalty yardage made this much easier to convert. They now face 3rd and 2. A run. It's Jones. Give him 14 on that one. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing, Darnold. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Minnesota.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. They'll run the toss here with Jones. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. So now, from half the distance closer, here's first and goal. They'll try the left side with Jones. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And now movement up front. This crowd is making it tough down deep in the red zone. From a little further back, here's second and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jalen Naylor. Touchdown, Vikings.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here's Nixon on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. The veteran safety, Harrison Smith, there on the stop. We'll go play action with Love.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's a third down and 4. From the gun, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Here's Powell to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. Open man downfield, it's Hockenson. A big play for Minnesota. 32 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Darnold to throw again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third down and 9. They send a receiver in motion left. Off he goes. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up first and goal.
They'll run it here with Jones. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Love to throw. A short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action, Love. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. Third and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one is caught by Reed. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Now, faking the give. He keeps it himself. A first down on the scramble. A gain of 16.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. He pulls it in around the 5. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Love. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green Bay. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Vikings offense headed back to take over once more. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with first down. In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll keep it on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 30. Now, Darnold. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. To throw is Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. We're all even, fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with first and 10. Dobbs headed in motion. They'll stick to the ground. Has an opening past the 40. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
They'll run. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
From the 39, here's a first and 10. They'll run here. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's second and 6. Love. A quick slant. Looked in by Watson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. The ball's out, and it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. And now again he loses the football. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet. I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Play fake to Jones, and now Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have 2 defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but, man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. In motion, Reed. Off the play fake. Here's Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Here comes 3rd and 6. Here's Love. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. Running with authority as he pushes his way forward for a pickup of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. In motion, it's Jefferson. They run it once more with Jones. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. And it'll be 2nd down.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills. And you saw him on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here comes the screen to Jones. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Darnold to the air once more. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now, 2nd and 4. To throw again is Darnold. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll drop to throw. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds as the clock will stop. It would have stopped anyway as we've hit the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Minnesota. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
So I still think there's plenty of time if they can get within shot of the end zone that they can go for a touchdown and try to win this thing in regulation. You always have a field goal try in your back pocket to at least tie the game and force overtime.
Jones. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can before third down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game. And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
A 2nd down throw for Love. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. They come to the line on 3rd down, needing 3. Here's Love to throw. This one, up top for Dobbs. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
That's a tough incompletion right there. Feels like that down was their only chance to extend this possession enough to end this game in regulation. I think the smart move here now is you have to punt this ball away. You cannot risk a 4th down failure and give your opponent a short field to get a chance to win it themselves.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hockenson. The Vikings offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Now 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. That's a 2nd charge timeout for Minnesota. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. They'll run with Jones. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. Important punt here in this tie game late. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Throw is Love. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. Now, on 2nd and long. Here's Jacobs. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down. A good play action with Love. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
Now the return, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Running is Jones. And he's going to be taken down, and that will do it. 4 quarters, no winner. Let's keep going. We're off to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Powell now to bring it back. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. 1st and 10. On the give, it's Jones. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Again, it's Jones. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. try and run for the first down with Jones. And he'll get this forward to about the 33.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. They run straight ahead with Jones. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. On the ground now with Jones. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down. Now a first throw here in overtime. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll go play action with Darnold. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Packers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. On play action, Love. That complete to Jacobs.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. A pass taken in by Watson. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
This is taken at his own 30. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Darnold. This one intercepted. That's the linebacker, Quay Walker. And he is going to score. It's a shocking finish here in overtime. This game is over. So, it's a win for the Packers. This game had a little bit of everything. Winds up going overtime, but it's their defense that comes up with the big play. They get the touchdown, and in a stunning finish, an instant classic if you will, they get the victory. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.